3 restaurant concepts that would actually work in Vancouver in 2026 as somebody who's continuously eating at restaurants, building restaurants, but doesn't actually start their own. But if I did, this is what I would do. The first concept that I would build is an elevated fine dining experience. Think Delilah in Las Vegas, Catch in New York or LA, things like that, where it is a very fun, lively atmosphere that has got more going on in the space than just food. This is something that Vancouver lacks, and we have in pieces. We have experiences you can have, we do have fine dining, but we don't have somewhere that blends the two worlds. And I think that this would bode well for business travelers, for high income earners, for people looking for a fun date night, or for people looking for a splurge out in the city. This, of course, is going to be the most expensive type of build you could do, as you're going to need a larger footprint. There's going to be more money that goes into lighting, into decor, into even the staff that are going to work there. But this type of place is also going to yield the highest ROI. Your food prices are going to be higher, your liquor prices are going to be higher, and as everybody knows, there's a ton of profit and margin in liquor to begin with. And then if you're in a space that offers multiple facets of entertainment, people are oftentimes there for a longer seating period, which garners the opportunity to have more income coming in from said patrons. Another concept that I would invest in is some namesake American, European, Asian brands coming into Vancouver. We have seen this in recent times with Din Tai Fung. We have seen Shake Shack enter the Toronto market, things like that are cultural names that are very big right now, and bringing them into Vancouver. So whether that be the actual corporate franchise bringing something in, or somebody buying the rights to the franchise and bringing that into Vancouver, I think that those would do super well, as we've seen them do well in the market thus far, as well as people are constantly eating out. They don't always want something high end, they want something a little bit more grab and go. The fast casual dining, like your Shake Shack, are ones that offer a quick grab and go, which is great for business workers or anybody who's in a rush downtown. And then any of the more higher end or fast casual dining restaurants are definitely ones that people resonate with, as maybe they've eaten at it in a different city or have heard about it, so it drives more traffic into those areas. And what I see in the benefits and the drawbacks of doing a franchise are, you have a blueprint to a business, you have an established product, you've got a name brand, and you've got a system that has proven to work. So if you are looking to get into an investment either between 1 or say 15 franchises, you see people sometimes have 30, that's a bit of a long-term play. But if you're looking between the 1 and 10, you are going into a business with a proven model that works. Obviously, that's why they have a franchise. It's worked in other markets, so you're hoping it would work here too. The drawback to having a franchise is very limited to no creativity. You are doing exactly what that blueprint says. The food is exactly how every other franchise has it. You're operating under their operating terms, and the look, feel, taste of the store is exactly how the brand sets out, which is exactly why people go to McDonald's. They know exactly what they're going to get. But let's say you were to buy your own McDonald's. I don't think you can because they're corporate stores, but let's say you could. You wouldn't be able to change the food, as there's just a set menu. You wouldn't be able to change the logo. You wouldn't be able to change any of that. So if your idea is wanting a little bit more flexibility, a franchise might not be for you. And the last concept that I would invest into is a day to night hybrid model. We're seeing a couple of these pop up in Vancouver, between coffee shops in the mornings, cocktail bars at night, a breakfast bar in the morning, burgers at night, things like that offer a bit of a 2-in-1 space and can utilize the restaurant from sun up till sundown. It also captures different markets of people, so allows for different revenue streams. Also, within this type of model, you'd be able to divide up your rent, whether it be between 2 businesses who are sharing it, or you could be creating activations within that, having a pop-up on a Saturday morning of a florist in your coffee shop, having some type of candle making course in the space at night, where people are paying rent to you and then using the space in return for that. It's something that we see more and more to make the fine financial models work. I know that starting a business in Vancouver, and not just Vancouver, the rest of the world, is expensive. And if this is your first time going into it, you're going to try to maximize that space, maximize your ROI as much as you possibly can. So if you're still thinking about which business avenue might be for you, or you have an idea on the tip of your tongue, book a discovery call with me, Nicole, at Build Consulting, and we'll help go through a full business audit to make sure that your business is viable here in Vancouver or beyond.